What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, and I'm here tonight with the review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 6, Episode 14, titled Sound Off. So, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into the video. Alright, you guys, so the episode. So, it basically picked up where last week's episode left off with, Teeny Fizzle Pop and April kind of basically ignoring Moniece, even though they've admitted to everyone else that they're in a relationship. These two absolutely 100% annoy the shit out of me completely. I feel like eventually Teeny Fizzle Pop and April's relationship is gonna fizzle and burn. And not in a good way. Like, I just think it's gonna burn itself out. I know she got with, actually, I feel like they both got with each other to spite Omarion and kind of, take some jabs at Moniece, but it's not gonna work itself out. And I hate the fact that, Teeny Fizzlepop, he wants to play on this narrative that Moniece is crazy, that, and just paint Moniece in a bad light, and I just don't like that. But, we've been able to see Moniece, over the seasons, she's changed. I think Moniece is actually a fantastic mom. I just don't like this whole narrative that Teeny Fizzlepop and April are trying to play. And then, like I said, they just playing her like she's nothing. And that shit just really got on my fucking nerves. Like, are you fucking joking with me? And then, Teeny Fizzlepop want to talk about, her relationship with AD. There's a big difference between her relationship with AD and yours with April. You have a good relationship with AD. She introduced you to AD. She didn't, so, you can't really compare apples to oranges. And so we then also did see Moniece. She was at Hollywood Unlocked, and she was doing her interview, which we all saw that play out, and over the summer. And they discussed Teeny Fizzle Pop, and she's talking about how disrespectful April is, and I can see it. Just looking at this season, April is disrespectful as fuck, and she just wants her to stop being disrespectful. And then they mentioned if April's pregnant, don't care, don't give a fuck. Now, here's my question about April. Why does April always walk around either in no panties or no bra? Like, it just confuses me. Like, Cameron I don't know if he's a teenager, but he's at that age where he's about to be a teenager. And here you are walking around with no bra on. And, like, that is so tacky. And then they're talking about having this housewarming party and who they're going to invite. They're mad at Zell because Zell recorded them. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, but you guys are sitting right here in front of a whole production crew, but you mad about Zell. Right. It just don't make any sense to me. Like, these people are ridiculous. These two are so ridiculous. Gets on my nerves. And then, April wants to talk about how Moniece, it's been 10 years and she's still in love with Fizz. No, Moniece is not in love with him. Moniece wants him to respect her. Like, it's the same shit that you do with Omarion. Like, you talking shit about Omarion. Like, I'm not even gonna delve deep into April because I just cannot. And then she's talking about her being exotic. I'm like, you sound so fucking stupid, you dumbass. Like, you are so full of yourself. And then lastly with Moniece, we saw Moniece and she was talking to Tierra. And, she's talking about how she feels like April should understand her because the same shit that April's going through, she's going through with Teeny Fizzle Pop. So, I'm just like, Moniece, you need to let that go. Let them be. It's not going to work out with those two. Just let those two be in misery with each other. They want to say they happy, but it's going to be miserable. And Tierra just tells her to take care of herself, and I agree with Tierra. Like, Moniece, take care of yourself. Don't let them mess up your mental. Don't let them do anything to you. Take care of yourself and do what's best for you and your son. And that's all I got to say on that one. You know what? I'm going to throw in this weird scene with Mickey Monday, Slick Woods, what's that girl name? Star, whatever her name is in Zell. So they went on this beach date and it was just mad confusing to me. Now I get it, Zell is bi, but this just feels like it's forced. It doesn't feel authentic. It just read a script that Mona put together. I'm just like, Mona, bitch, you ain't slick because we can see right through this. But they talked about the party, and they are talking about how they're happy that April and Teeny Fizzlepop have admitted that they're in a relationship with each other. I'm just like, they didn't have to admit anything that we all freaking knew. But back, I just want to talk about this Zell thing. Like, I just didn't feel like that was genuine. Like, just did not come off genuine. And then, so Mickey Monday, he's sitting there talking about how with Slick, Slick is bi. He's like, oh, I like that. You like girls, I like girls. I mean, because she like girl don't mean that y'all gonna have a threesome. I hate that. Moving on. All right, so next let's talk about Brittany B. She didn't have a lot in this episode, but we saw her. She was in the studio. She was working on a song with Asian Doll. I don't really know too much about Asian Doll. I do know that Brittany B was talking about how it's been hard for her in the music industry. She go into the studio. There'd be a light-skinned girl there. She writes a song. They don't want her to do it. They want the light-skinned girl to do it. So she's talking about her issues being a dark-skinned girl. And I guess being an older girl, she's not so young anymore. But, she's going to work on doing her music. She's giving big ups to Asian Doll for signing to, is it Gucci that she signed to? I don't really know. Yeah, they could have kept this. They really could have kept this. And, she's talking about how her homegirl Yo-Yo, her homegirl Apple is going to introduce her to Yo-Yo. So then we see her in the studio with Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo was working on a song. It's been 10 years since Yo-Yo's put out some music. Then, like I said, Apple and Brittany B show up. And I love Apple so much, but that wig that was on Apple's head looked a hot, atrocious mess. So, Yo-Yo is asking Apple, how does she feel, since she didn't get that shoe deal. She's like, I'm good. It wasn't meant for me, but, that's not going to stop my hustle. She's talking about how she needs to clean up her act. And I didn't think about it. I don't really follow Apple on social media. But, Bondi, Brittany Blue, she mentioned it last week in her video that what they probably were talking about is the fact that Apple always looks, I think she and Roxanne both said it, that Apple always looks high on her lives. So that's what they're talking about, cleaning up. And, that's pretty much it. Not Apple, but Yo-Yo asked them if they want to hop on the track with her. So I'm guessing they're going to hop on the track. Whatever. Moving on. Alright, and then lastly, we're going to talk about the Bentley. So we see Clutch and Pearls and Little Lyrica. So, they are on a family picnic with each other. And I'm like, why does this nigga have somebody playing the violin? Like, can somebody explain that to me? This is supposed to be a play date for him and Little Lyrica and, as Roxanne calls him, Baby Dap. But, okay. So, I got hit in my. Okay, so yeah, he's talking about how he wants his family back, and he's like, you can leave your stuff in, your storage, but come back to the house on a trial basis. I'm like, a trial basis, and you guys are married? I guess if you say so. So she's like, let me see your phone. He was like, for what? She's like, I want to check your DMs. And then she looks and sees DMs, and she's like, oh, so you asking girls to do videos and thongs and shit? He's like, I'm doing it for a video. She's like, you need to get an assistant to do that. I'm like, oh my God, these two get on my damn nerves. These two are turning into Kirk and Rashida. So then we see Little Lyrica. So she's going to shop for some clothes because she has a performance that's coming up. And we see that Big Lyrica has joined her, and she's telling her who was all coming. So she says she's invited Tierra Marie and she's invited Apple. Oh, and she's also invited Clutch and Pearls as well because he's gonna help her get ready for her set. And Big Lyrica's like, really? Like, you ain't told, like, after you came back from Vegas, you haven't really told me much of what's going on with the relationship. So what's up? And she tells her, well, he said he wanted us to move back in on a trial basis. She said, a trial basis? You're his wife. What the fuck does that mean? And I'm like, thank you, Big Lyrica. What does that mean? And speaking of which, Big Lyrica and her green screen, she got her dimples, well, she got her cheeks pierced. She doesn't have dimples, but, she got those pierced. Like I actually have a dimple on this side, I believe, or it's one of these. I think I have it on both sides, but I know one side is more prominent than the other when I actually smile. When I smile, make certain movements, you can see one more prominent than the other, but that's neither here nor there. Um, so then Big Lyrica questions herself. She was like, "So, do you really believe he loves you?" She says, "Yeah." But she's like, "I don't know if that's love, baby, but if you believe it is, let's let you have it." So then we see little Lyrica. She is rehearsing, doing her sound check, and Clutch and Pearls is there, and he is going off on the sound people, like, "I do this for a living. I'm A1 Bentley, nigga. No one cares who you are. These people are there doing a job that technically I believe Mona paid them for, but whatever." So then somebody comes to him and tells him, like, actually, Big Lyrica came in and heard him. Then somebody came up to him and told him he needs to apologize. He's like, "I'm A1. I'm A1." But then he says, "You know what, to make Lyrica happy and make Lyrica believe, let Lyrica know that I want to get her back, I'm going to apologize to him." I'm like, "Oh my God, you arrogant prick." But you guys, that was the episode. This season is almost wrapped. This season is wrapping up, thank good God. And then Love and Hip Hop New York, that will premiere on December 16th. So be sure to like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and share this video, hit the bell notification button, all that stuff. And I will see you guys later.